Hey guys, and welcome to another video. This is going to be another sketch video because this is the direction that my channel is going in, and this is the direction that it's going to stay in for a while. I'm not going to fight it. Due to schedules and due to my responsibilities, setting up to record and get everything edited and everything, it's pretty time consuming for me anyway because I suck at it. But, this is what I'm going to do for now, and I hope you guys can enjoy it. I mean, I feel like there's still something in it. So, yeah. In the end, I guess I stop and think about that. I don't have to justify my channel to anybody because it's just me doing what I'm doing. It's not to say that I'm not doing finished pieces because I am. What it is though is because of my schedule, working on a piece and just sitting down and getting it all done straight through is not always possible. It's actually very impossible. But that's kind of life sometimes. You fit it in when you can fit it in if it's important. And this is important, so art is important to me, so I do fit it in when I can. There's other things that are also important to me, obviously working my full-time job to pay my bills and take care of myself, and going to the gym, which is something I've been forcing myself to do. I absolutely am sore and hate it, but my cake batter body is doing me no favors, so I'm going. And it's getting a little easier. I'm not gonna lie, it is getting a lot easier. It's just getting myself into a mindset and a routine of going. So basically what I do is every day that I work, I do go to the gym afterwards. And since my days tend to be clumped up together, I tend to not have very much time before work or after work to do, I had a little burp, to do anything other than, just some nice relaxing, either sketching or I might play a video game or something. So I'm just, I'm trying not to force myself, if that makes any sense. I feel like when artists force themselves to sit down and produce, then there's no love behind what they produce. It becomes stagnant and manufactured, and I don't feel like people respond well to that. So, I think that's why I'm okay with just kind of doing what I'm doing. Now, granted, YouTube and art, it's not my bread and butter, so I'm okay with it. I don't have to produce 2 videos a week, on a schedule, edited to perfection with sponsors and all this crap. I don't have to have that. I can just do this as a labor of love, which is what I would prefer it to stay. I'm here to share. And ultimately, produce something that I really care about, which I am still working on. I know people ask me all the time. Well, not all the time. Sometimes they ask me. But yes, I am still working on Willowbrook. I'm just really not showing it because I'm so confused on where I want to go with it that I don't know. I want to kind of solve it, kind of on my own. And I feel like if I solve it on my own, then it'll settle into what it is I want it to be, as opposed to trying to fit into what other people think it should be. Not that other people try to influence it or anything, but I tend to run with others' ideas more than my own. Oh, I keep hitting things. So yeah, I'm kind of easily swayed, if that's a word. Yeah, it's a word. They're all words, but it's a concept. I'm easily swayed. I'm weak, whatever. Anyway, so this particular drawing here is actually just a sketch of Piper from Prehistoria, which is an ARPG. An ARPG, for those who don't know, is an art role-playing game where you have to produce art in order to progress through the game, to level your characters up, etc., etc. I'll have a link in the description below for the one that I'm in. And they just recently changed some rules and added some things to where our human characters, because it's an animal-based RPG, ARPG, and I suck at animals, so, zero, very much zero, not having good time with it, but I'm getting better. But now that the humans actually count for something, I feel a lot better playing. Ow, So I wanted to do portraits of my human characters. And I've already done Cherry. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen the picture. So I'm working on Piper now, and they have two completely different roles within the game. Cherry's a huntress, so she's, a strong, powerful character, zero remorse, zero regrets, zero inhibitions. She's just out there doing her best and providing for her tribe. And Piper's more reserved and very much submissive. She doesn't hunt. She's not very good at it. She gathers, and that's about it. She takes care of the children. That's about it. And even the children hunt better than she does, so you've got that going for her. So she's pretty much just like a very subdued character, and I wanted to just kind of sketch out an idea of that. And since she is like my girl and I'm always drawing her, it wasn't too difficult to come up with a quick sketch for her. So I just figured I'd throw a camera on it and show you guys. But yeah, that's kind of it, and that's what this project is. Like I said, I'll take this and I'll transfer it to color pencil paper, and then I will color it. But that process takes multiple days. Cherry took about 4 days. So I imagine Piper's going to take about that much if I could figure out a quick background for her. But that's another reason why I don't really like recording my progress anymore, is because it's a bunch of stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. And I might only work for 5 minutes. I might only work for an hour. I might work for 6 hours. And then, I have to shut everything off, and then it becomes a whole thing. And to me, that would be very jarring as a viewer. I wouldn't like to see it. So, and as like I said, I have to fit this in where I can fit this in to work on it. And I'm okay with that. And I hope you guys are okay with that. And I hope you're learning from it. I'm hoping that you're understanding that not everybody has to be a professional YouTube artist. You don't have to have the perfect setup. You don't have to have the time. You don't have to have the sponsors. You don't have to have any of that to be an artist. You can still be an artist if you love what you do, if you draw, and if you want to share, you can. But, don't get lost in that I have to upload on a certain schedule because XYZ person uploads on a certain schedule, because, personally, when people are consistently uploading like that, I do question, it's like, well, do they actually like what they're doing, or is this literally a job for them? Because you can kind of tell. After a while, you can tell with the way that their artwork goes, with the way that their demeanor turns, if it's a labor of love or if it's a labor of labor, basically. Anyway. But yeah, I'm just going to chill out in my little corner of YouTube over here and do my thing, do my sketches, share with you guys. And if it becomes a sketch channel, then it becomes a sketch channel. And I'm cool with that. I think a lot of people actually do appreciate the sketch, like watching somebody sketch, and I think that there's like a whole niche of people who just like watching certain progressions in work, like inking or coloring or painting or whatever it is. I think that just sitting back and watching that for some people is very relaxing and very nice. So it doesn't have to be a whole, composition, and it doesn't have to be a whole finished piece of work for it to be a video, at least in my opinion. But yeah, what else is there to say? I did notice when I was, and again, I've mentioned this before in my other videos, as I'm working on this, I'm seeing the mistakes, like her eyes are just a little bit too low. So when I do my transfer, I'll make a note of that and I'll fix it. So again, sometimes recording yourself in the beginning processes is very good, because you'll catch those things and then you can make those improvements before, you finish and then stand back and look at it and you're like, what the F did I just do? She looks like an alien. But yeah, okay, so I guess that's basically all I've got to say. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. The fact that you guys keep coming back is, always going to blow my mind and is amazing. I hope all of you who are starting back to school, have a wonderful school year and a wonderful start to your school year. I hope those of you who are struggling with anything, find a way to find some peace and to, just kind of learn to accept and forgive and at times move on. I don't know why I'm saying that. I just feel like it's something I should say. I don't know. But again, just remember, I'm an old lady on YouTube with a cake batter body. So I would take what I say with a grain of salt. But either way, I do wish that you guys have a really, really wonderful school year if you're starting, or really have a wonderful day. And I hope that anybody who has the holiday weekend off has a really, really good holiday. And yeah, and those of you who are picking up Classic WoW like I am, well, basically say goodbye to the rest of the world, because I know I'm going to be lost in that for a while if I can ever get on. I've been in queue for like 6 hours now, and there's still 13,000 people ahead of me. Anyway, all right, I'll stop. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.